More worried about his gold shoes than the fucking...
What do you get when you put two Minnesotans and a guy from Wisconsin together? Twist. The weekend sports talk. Get ready for some sports chatter where there's sure to be laughing, arguing, and maybe even crying. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Reeves, Matt Benz, and Greg Green Bay Bauman.
The big game. Super Bowl. What number is it? Greggy, you saw the first one. What are we at?
58. And no,
58.
I did not see the first one.
All right. You didn't recollect.
I did. Well, actually, I did,
year.
just not live.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Well, yeah, you got to, as a Packer fan?
Yeah.
It's like
they had video?
When they had leather helmets and they got probably not even a ring. I think they got like a plot of land after winning that one.
Yeah, well, yeah, there was no post game because they had to get to their second jobs.
Yeah.
Most of them were
That's
breadmen.
true.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome in. We're here.
Episode 85 coming live at Absolute Sports Cards. If you've never been here,
stop in.
You might as well call our show sponsor Daily Defense because that's a crime. You need to get in here.
Oh, that's really
Wow,
really
nice
up. That was nice.
Nice transition.
Two sponsors of the show: Absolute Sports Cards in Savage, Minnesota. Check them out. Check out their eBay store. Come on in. They got what you need. Daily Defense,
and it's not just cards.
Oh no, it's sports cards and memorabilia.
Yeah,
right now, it's in the background.
Right now, I'm staring at a cheesehead necklace.
Yep.
Yeah, we're episode 85,
and that's weird because it's 58 for the Super Bowl.
The Blackout.
The Blackout.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah. What?
The Blackout?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the coincidence that it's episode 85 and Super Bowl 58.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah,
this is some Illuminati shit.
Yeah. So
Mike's struggling. He's pissed off right now.
And like I just said before we went on, I have to come up with a topic usually to cover the first 2 to 5 minutes because Mike's usually so pissed off because something technical didn't go right.
Well, I got to get the owner in here early, so
Mike.
Yep, Big Mike. So you can set up.
Yeah, we're streaming.
Yeah.
From the computer deal for the
this
first
is
couple
behind the scenes.
For the first couple episodes, it went great. Went right
first
from
episode.
$1,500 phone. No, because then it went to your phone.
Oh, the second time, yeah.
Yep. $1,500 phone to an $800 phone.
Yep.
Why does money always matter?
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Why is mine fucking $600 less?
Because you are.
I spent the same amount.
You're
the year
22.
Before.
You're the 22.
The year
I'm the
before,
23.
the phone was the same amount.
Well,
so maybe when you went in there with the old, I'm not
what
going to
it's
get
worth
into
now.
it.
What it's worth now.
I'll hold back.
It's not what you paid for it.
Who paid for it? All right, now we're getting down to brass tacks here. Yes, I paid for it. You're right.
This was a business expense.
All right, now I earned it. Now I earned it. Calm down. I don't want to get you more riled up.
Oh,
yes, you did earn it. You earned a lot more than that. Fuck you, Dan. And then, Super Bowl weekend is here.
Okay.
Greggy, let's get into your how many folks we having over tomorrow?
Me?
I'm stopping by. I'm driving by. If you got more than 2 cars in the lot, I'm going to be pissed.
We're rewinding before we get into that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike, tell the story.
All right, Greg, think about what you're going to say.
So Benzi's we have an annual Super Bowl party. Fourth annual. Greg, how many you been to?
3.
3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So Greg decides he's going to coach basketball this year.
Which I understand.
Commend him. I told him to go for it.
Bless him.
Kid couldn't play if he didn't coach.
Yep.
And so he says he's not coming.
Yep.
Correct.
So he really showed his friendness in that. But the kicker is he could make it if he wanted to. But instead, Benz, what's he doing?
He could make it. Now, this is me, Matthew Benz. If something's 20 minutes away from me, I'm probably bailing.
You're out.
Okay, so for Greggy to have a bang-bang play where he would have to coach, then dip on and get down, and then drive all the way back when I'm going to go to bed at halftime, I don't blame you one bit, Greggy B. I don't blame you one bit, and you should start the first annual because then I can just pass the baton next year for the second annual Bauman Super Bowl party.
So, first of all, I did some research knowing that I have to defend myself.
All right.
Of course.
Daily
call John?
Daily defense.
No, actually, I might need to. I think I still have some money on a retainer. But, so Connor plays. The second game starts at 3, which means best case scenario, since it's later in the day, everything else has to be on schedule for me to be out the door by 4.
Oh, I get it.
It takes an hour and 7 minutes door to door from Coon Rapids Middle School to Matt Ben's house.
Oh, I get it.
So I would be getting to his house at kickoff, which, sorry, I ain't doing that.
And that's if your queso's already warmed up.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. So my lovely wife, Becky, who
Same.
is probably, when it comes to the Matt and Taylor Benz Super Bowl party, probably number one on the list of excited people to go to this thing.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So she says, I get it, we can't go, but let's do something at the house instead.
Yeah.
So we're having hors d'oeuvres.
I know.
This is my guest list.
Yeah, she's probably going to have the meat and cheese tray in the shape
Absolutely.
of the football.
Oh, she's doing cheese colors.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know,
so here is
I got one after you're done.
here's the attendance list. Here's the invite list.
This is
the
like
manifesto
Epstein's list. This is all hoopla.
It's Becky,
Yeah.
my wife,
Greg,
myself, Connor,
housemaid.
actually Olivia,
Yeah.
and my ex-wife.
Oh.
There's 5. There's going to be 5 people at the
Yeah,
house.
I get it.
So Mike,
I ain't
Mike,
buying a car from you, Greg. You
Mike-
gotta sell it
Mike made it seem like
because he knows.
yeah.
He knows I'm gonna go to bed, and he's gonna be left up. You know.
You've never gone to bed during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you go upstairs and start cleaning, but then
Yeah.
you
And
always
then what
come
happens? My room used to be upstairs. Last year I went to bed
down. Oh, that's
before the
right.
end of the game.
Yeah,
I assure
you guys
you.
are screwed.
Yeah. No, the best part is this, Greggy. This is the true question.
Yeah.
If the Packers were in the Super Bowl, I guarantee you would have came.
If the Packers were in the Super Bowl, I would have found a way to change the game,
I know.
the basketball game.
That's all I
I
needed.
was
to hear.
able to-
I appreciate it.
I was able to
honesty.
change for my surgery,
Yeah.
so I would have attempted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even though you have to play the big picture, whoever scheduled on Super Bowl Sunday, every single parent should walk by and fake handshake or
Yeah.
say, you piece of shit.
Well,
under
Greg and
their
I have
breath.
talked about that. I've never played a sport in my entire sports career that was played on a Sunday.
Exactly.
Sundays for God, family, and sports.
That's
Which,
wild.
the funny thing
Watching
is,
sports, not
and-
playing you sports.
Sure.
and Mike and I talked about this. The funny thing is, growing up, my dad was the athletic director at my grade school. My mom was head of concessions. So I remember being like 6, 7 years old, being in the back of the concession stand watching the old, rabbit ears Super
Yeah.
Bowl, like the first half of it, because my mom had to clean up the concession stand after a day's worth of basketball games. Funny thing about it is, I went to a Catholic school. So you would think of any place, they wouldn't have games, but we'd have games all the time.
Yeah, the Catholics don't do.
But it was also
things
in
by the book.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They're
I
drunk.
think, it's like it supersedes.
Is the liquor stores closed on Sundays?
Why the hell would you
Okay,
ask a
I wondered
stupid
that.
question like that?
I wondered that.
So I called Matt yesterday. I'm at Walmart. I'm grocery shopping.
Yep.
I need to. My plan for every Ben's annual Super Bowl party is to provide
Be the center of attention.
provide something. Well, that's just natural.
Yeah, you're glowing.
Provide something that I don't have to spend a lot of time on making.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is a good one.
Yep.
Listen
So
to this one.
We're on the phone.
Yep.
Well, prior to this, he's like puppy chow. I'm like, it's super easy. So I'm like, all right. So I look at this puppy chow recipe.
Hold on. He proceeds to go through Google. And Mike,
Yeah.
if it's the chocolate peanut butter frappa lappa ding dong
Yeah.
puppy chow 5 stars, he doesn't understand that recipe he's chosen is a science experiment.
Yeah.
Like he needs beakers and flasks and Bunsen burners
Yeah.
to
6 different stores.
and he goes,
to get the
Matt,
ingredients.
he's looking for vanilla extract and he's like, you said this was going to be easy. And I said, buddy, it's basically you combine the ingredients with a wooden spoon and kind of fold it in,
Yeah.
stir it up, and it's done.
I think it's 4 ingredients if you do it. The
Oh,
way
yeah.
you're
And he
talking
goes, dude, yeah, kind of. I mean, I basically have to put all the ingredients together in a bowl, microwave it, melt them together,
what
and
it
then
said.
pour it and toss.
Yeah.
I said, keep going now,
about.
Mike.
Just so that everyone on the show knows,
Yeah.
Mike doesn't own an oven or a stove.
He owns one.
I do.
It's just never been used.
Yeah.
It is. How do you think I cook raw meat?
I think that somehow
That's
you-
impressive.
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
You buy raw meat? I figured you just bought frozen meat that's pre-cooked.
No,
That's what I
I
thought
go.
too.
I go up
Okay.
to the
God,
meat
we gotta
counter.
find you a housewife, dude. Oh, housewives,
Yeah.
get in his DMs.
So I'm walking around. I'm finding all the stuff. So I got puppy chow and I got what, wings?
Meatballs.
Meatballs.
Yeah,
That's
which
right. I
will be
got
great. I'm
meatballs.
excited for those.
So I wasn't gonna do the puppy chow until today. Like that would be a nice after Twist Saturday afternoon.
Fun thing to do with the kids.
Yeah, burn some time.
It wouldn't be a fun thing to do with the kids.
That's what
because
I kept saying. It's a memory.
It's a wreck.
It's supposed to be. So is Play-Doh, slime. It's all a wreck.
Play-Doh and slime aren't allowed in my house.
You gotta-
Play that at your mother's. They're not.
Yeah,
They're
I
not.
get it. I wouldn't
Legos
either.
barely were at one
Like, don't
point,
even let
too.
my wife play with slime.
So I'm watching TV. I get up to check on them. I'm like, you know what? The show just ended. I said, I'm going to get to work.
You put gloves on or no?
No gloves.
Okay, you got sticky icky.
So needless to say,
So they were off doing their own thing.
Yep.
You went into the lab.
went in the lab. Needless to say, it's done.
I knew you could do it. I would never give you something that you couldn't do.
It sucked. I don't know why anybody enjoys baking. It's probably the worst. It's like walking around a library looking for a book I would never read.
Yeah,
Like it's because I'm not gonna eat the puppy chow.
sure. Okay.
So it's like I'm baking.
You didn't test it?
Layla did. She
Okay.
said she said it was
Fire.
phenomenal.
Good.
Okay.
She's also sick at my mom's right now. She was
Oh,
pukey.
great.
So
That's all great. That's all over the fucking puppy chow. Thanks. God damn it.
no,
Mike.
I gave her one thing. She
Okay.
wasn't hands
All
in.
right,
So
you quarantined her.
thank God she didn't help because then it'd be a racket.
She's boosted though. She'll be fine.
She's not.
Jesus.
Not in my household.
Oh boy.
Wow.
But the puppy chow, you got it done.
So yeah, there's some because the
Did
chocolate.
you learn if you were to do it again? Do you think you have a better way? Because the first time you make it, like I told you,
Yeah, there
you
is a
learn.
better way. You don't do chocolate and peanut butter.
sure, yeah, because
You
it
just-
doesn't have the same consistency.
I
Well,
gotta-
and it's so thick. So like
Yes,
you do it and then you're pouring and then it's like concrete on the Chex Mix.
life lesson.
So you got to
I love
put it in the fridge
Yeah,
so it breaks apart a little bit.
yeah,
But it's like when they show you in the video, like
yeah.
the chocolate pours out of the bowl like water. It fucking came out the first time like brownies.
Sludge.
It was like
sludge.
I'm like more butter. It looks like a brownie. I'm like shit. Yeah,
Okay,
it sucks.
I'm proud of you.
I'll never bake again.
I gotta give Mike a lot of credit because when Matt told me, hey, I just told Mike to make puppy chow, my mind went to piece of cake, and then I thought about it for a second. I honestly thought Mike would go to Costco
And buy it.
or Walmart
I
and
did
buy
too.
tubs of it,
Yeah,
and then put it
Put
in
it
his
in a
own
bag,
bag
yeah.
and say, "This turned out a
because
lot
there's
easier than I
literally
thought it would."
tubs at Hy-Vee
Yeah.
for $5.
You would
a
know
tub.
when I showed up and it's mint condition.
Oh yeah,
I'm a liar.
this
Like,
shit's gonna
I'll
look
show
like
up-
Uncle Eddie cooking meth in the back. Like,
I'm
is that the same stuff?
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's gonna taste phenomenal.
It's got the same
I thought
ingredients.
about buying some M&Ms.
No, now that's trail mix. You
There's-
just go. See,
There isn't trail. What
You're
do you
not-
mean?
what do you mean?
Yeah,
no, you're getting into
add-
the, you're
don't add
getting
to
into the
puppy
trail
chow.
mix.
Don't add to the puppy chow.
Yeah,
But Matt, you got to tell me, in the big container that Mike brings,
it's gonna be one rock.
I
promise.
there's gonna be one
One
rock the
nugget.
size of a softball.
Yeah, and he's gonna drop it on the floor like a bag of ice at the Benz family freaking reunion.
Yeah.
About that.
You know, I tried.
I'm proud, dude. You know, I try to give you things to do, and my big thing for puppy chow was not for Mike to make it. My big thing was to make it a thing for the family because I knew he had the kids.
And I thought,
and every time kids have done it, it's like carving pumpkins. Yeah, it's a mess, but
it's
I
a
don't-
memory.
We
It's a
also
memory.
We also don't carve pumpkins.
Jesus,
We color on them.
you got a Chinese flag up in your house, or what's going on here?
No, I've
LeBron,
never.
a shrine to LeBron. What's going on?
As a kid, it's disgusting in there.
Yeah, but you have memories. You have memories of it.
God, I love
Bad
it.
memories, Craig.
Hey,
It's
I'm so glad
disgusting.
But it built character.
you did great.
We build our own memories.
Yeah.
We,
So now
remember we did the Batman pumpkin. You bought the things that you like poke into it.
No, I believe it though.
Yeah, it was like a Batman
Cookie cutter?
pumpkin.
You got cookie cutter pumpkin cutters?
No, it was you literally shove these plastic pieces in, and it makes a face on the.
Oh, like a tree face.
Yeah,
Where the people do
yeah.
that.
That's what we do.
I used, I
Don't get my
I
hands
have
dirty.
a Dremel designed to carve pumpkins.
Here we go.
I don't know what a Dremel is.
Doesn't surprise either of
Yeah,
us. All right. So on the topic of the big game,
yeah.
because we don't want to get fined here at Twist, the big game.
Yeah.
Not your favorite to bring, but if you go to a Super Bowl party, what's that one thing that you see it and you're like, yes. Like at Thanksgiving for me, it is pickle roll-ups. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
just fuck
The
with
old
those.
Minnesota sushi.
Yeah, I fuck with those.
Well, I really look forward to Greg's dip.
Me too. The queso, the queso,
Yeah,
Jose Queso.
The,
and that's the honest to God truth.
Yep, that's the only reason Mike wanted you to come.
And I got to be honest, that might be eliminated from my house tomorrow too.
Well, you got to
Because
make
it's
it.
just there's
Well,
just,
you're at home. Why would you make anything?
What do you mean? Greg can eat melted cheese for a month
by the way,
straight.
last night
That's
I went to
true.
Red Robin and they have a fondue.
I knew
They have a
it.
cheese fondue.
That's why.
burger.
That's why he's not craving it.
No,
Okay.
I'm always craving it.
I know
It's
you
just, you have to. It makes so much.
Yeah.
And no one else is going to eat it at my house other than me.
Well,
Yeah.
then you're gonna have leftover. Like,
Oh, he's
order
gonna have
pizza.
leftovers.
Yeah.
His-
So what we're gonna do? We're just gonna do. We're gonna have weenies, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
enough for 20, 25 folks.
Yeah. I mean,
I from all the people coming down from Brainerd, you never know what time they'll get there at. I see you, Julie. If you're watching this, shout out Jules, the queen of Minnesota. No big deal.
all right.
All right.
What's your go-to? Because you're Mike. See,
Mike is not. a
I told
foodie.
Matt I was gonna bring my own separate chicken and green beans to eat over there.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you just make a plate. Eat
See?
the meat.
You know, as an addict, we tend to live in the extremes.
Yeah.
Mike tends to live in the all or nothing. Okay. And that's because he only sees results from that. Okay. Me, on the other hand, I tend to be a centrist. I try to get closer.
you spent your life on the extremes.
Yeah. I'm ready to just be boring for a little while. And it's nice. And on that, let me get to my food thing first. Probably I'd go with weenies. Just because they keep it in a crock pot as long as you keep it on low.
Yep.
And there's never usually a lot of
Why didn't you
leftovers.
tell me weenies then? You told me
Because I was
meatballs.
hoping
I
that
could've
you
done
give
both.
some of the new folks something easy to make. But we got buffalo chicken dip coming.
Nobody
we got
signed up for
throat
anything.
roll-ups. We got the roll-ups. We've got the pinwheels, the little tortilla pinwheels sliced. Those.
Yep.
We're banging. We got s'more dip. You're gonna hit the s'more dip. I'm telling you, go to the gym tomorrow morning.
I am gonna hit the gym
hard.
My creatine
I'm going tomorrow
came-
with Chad. It did come.
I did.
We're
I got
getting
it
him on the
yesterday.
juice, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
like this big.
Yeah. You're never going to go through it. I'll take it from you when you stop using it. All right.
Why would I stop?
I'm sorry.
I'm
This is.
I don't know.
You're hating.
No, I want you to succeed. I want everybody at the table to eat.
I will.
All right. So, anyways, transitioning.
Yeah.
Day 4, no social media.
Okay.
Hence the show, The Blackout.
The blackout.
Okay. So just to fill everyone in,
Yep.
Matt decided the other day, 4 days ago, obviously,
Yep.
to eliminate Twitter,
All of it.
X,
Yeah.
No, Twitter.
Well, sure.
Twitter,
Yep.
Instagram,
Reddit.
Instagram, and
Facebook.
Facebook are the three big ones.
How many
Yeah.
times has
Reddit.
he done this, Greg?
This is probably like the
Couple times.
6th time he's done this in
Yeah.
the past 5 years.
6, 8, 10 times. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's
Yeah, I
my
would say
thing.
about 4 times in the last 5 years. Yeah.
No, I'd say
Once
twice,
a year.
I'd say twice a year.
So
Yeah.
my thing is that why don't you eliminate one at a time
Yeah.
for about a week, and then you can find out which one is the rabbit hole that you're going down too much. Because here's the thing: for someone who just claimed 30 seconds ago
Yep.
to live in the middle, not the extremes,
Sure.
Right?
you're doing the
Ooh, get 'em.
extreme, and
Yep.
you're setting yourself up for failure.
Because
Because-
when your life becomes unmanageable, regardless of what it is, they're all under the same umbrella. So I'm not just going to cut out heroin and
Yeah.
keep using meth because, well, I did. Don't get me wrong. Like I've cut single things out.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
but see,
They're all a problem, Greg. Maybe not for you necessarily, but when I hear, all right, algorithm, so I'll scroll and I'll agree and I'll agree and I'll agree and I'll hear so much shit that is right aligned with me. And it's never good. It's never good because there's only right now in social media, unless you're paging through your kids' photos, whatever, each social media program has dog shit.
Yeah.
It's all algo and it's all trying to make you think a certain way. That's
So
just what
you
it is.
don't-
So I eliminate it.
But see, you're not giving yourself enough credit because I would classify you as the type of person who's smarter than that.
I do. I decipher through it of 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
do
like-
decipher through
You
it.
know, we like to watch reels and videos
For
and
sure.
see stuff. I don't think I've ever, COVID exception. You scroll.
Mhm.
Negative, COVID.
What do you mean?
It's not just
It's an
negative all
election
the time.
year. You're going to get, okay, it's not just
All right,
negative
let's
all
go.
the time. I'm saying that how many hours a day do you spend on your phone not for
Oh,
work?
Our friend's on a vacation in Cancun.
Yeah,
God,
a
that
highlight
depresses
reel.
me.
Yeah.
That depresses me.
Beautiful. You're going to see everybody's highlight reels. Go ahead. Go to my Facebook. You're going to see my highlight reel. But every time I'm doing something good, I want to tell the fucking world about it. Why? Why do I have to be addicted to telling other people? Not only that, 30 seconds, you are becoming addicted to 30 seconds at a time. Your life is broken down 30 seconds at a time. So when you're bored, life's not good because you're constantly at the tit of life when you can just lay back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I am relaxing when I look at it.
You watch shows. I can't watch a television show without sitting on my phone. I can't focus on a 30-minute television show, Mike.
But you, when you do the blackout, you revert back. Always.
When? Yeah, I do.
So what's the point? It's just a break.
Maybe. Who knows? If my life gets better without it, what do I need?
Does it, though?
You need Facebook because you like to keep the memories of your children. I don't have those.
Right.
So I don't need it. I don't need any of the bullshit because it wants you to pick, and you've already picked. Right. Okay? It wants you to now dislike everybody else with a different opinion than you. And you don't, thank God. But over time, it does it. It devices us. Regardless, you got to listen. There's tons of material out there on why social media is bad. It's not just me.
I don't disagree with the theory, especially with children, where they're looking, the likes, and it's how many likes did I get?
I'm the same way, Mike.
But it's the kids.
Twist. I go and I'll see how many views we get, and if we don't get a certain amount of views, I feel like it's not as good. Or if I share a photo or a quote or something that gets no likes, I'm like, oh fuck. Nobody feels the same as me. I'm apart from. I'm not a part of.
Okay, so I'll flip it. You just got a message from a dude on Facebook.
Yep.
Because of your post about your fitness journey.
100%. Yep.
I've gotten numerous messages throughout my recovery.
Yep.
I know both of you have too.
100%.
About inspiration.
Yep.
So there are plenty of positives, and you're right. Facebook is my. Back in the day, you would.
I get that.
I get
why
you
pictures.
Yep. And I just got a memory a couple days ago of when the twins were just crawling on the couch back and forth. I
get that.
I can look at it from all angles, but yes.
For me, I used to be able to sit in a prison cell with half a book, literally half a book, because they didn't have the full books right when you get into prison. You grab what you can get and start where it starts.
Right.
I could sit there and I could be okay. I could be clear in my thoughts and I could just be present. And I haven't been able to do that for it's 6 months. And that's just it. It's not that I'm too far gone.
Any of us can do that when in a confined space because we're just
your options are limited.
This is what it looks like. I'm going to make the best of it. We're all like that.
Why do you define present in the moment as, and I'm just being general, laying on your couch alone? I can be present in now. I'm not. No, I get this up because it's my life. Not
generalizing.
No, that's good.
But my point is that when I am coaching basketball, when I'm coaching football, when I'm working, when I'm out to dinner last night with my wife, I didn't have my phone on me.
That's good.
I mean, I had it on me in my pocket, but I wasn't scrolling through reels. It's all about prioritizing. This is a moment of my life that I don't need to be attached to social media.
Sure.
Then maybe an hour later when I'm at home and we're flipping through the channels, I watch Office more than any human being on the planet.
I don't understand.
Why do I watch it? Because I've seen every episode 15 times and I can sit there and I can watch the New Heights podcast, watch Jason Travis Kelce. I can watch it while Office is on the background. And it's like, so what I'm saying is that you're setting yourself up for failure by saying it's all or nothing. Why can't you just reprioritize?
But who says that so I delete all social media because we already went over that. One thing defeats the whole purpose because I'll just go to that one thing for 2 hours a day instead of splitting the 2 hours up against everything. That's just how I am. Not only that, Facebook, I was getting to the point where I was already going over, everybody does it. I'm going over all the shit I've already seen. it. And Mike he has 3,000 people on his fucking Facebook feed. So you might not page over as much. I trim that shit. If I don't talk to you anymore, you're cut.
Yeah.
I got 200 friends on Facebook for that reason because I don't want a bunch of shit.
I just say absurd things or just vocalize my passions, and people just leave me.
Yeah, I was gonna say
When I went to
I get
DC,
that.
you know how many people unfriended me? I'll go and be like, wait, we're not Facebook friends anymore? I'm like, well, fuck you then.
we had 17 less mutual friends from the time you left to the time you got back.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, how many did you lose overall if you lost 17 mutual? Because you and I have like 120 mutual friends.
Yeah.
And 17, because I was counting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, as soon as he goes, he's going to start saying stuff, and all the
And just
lefties.
think about
Good
that.
riddance.
Yeah.
I understand you say that,
See
and
ya.
that is true. But why? Because their political values don't align with you. That they remove you.
Why
They
do I
remove you.
say it?
Yes.
I say it because if I'm out doing something that I'm passionate about,
Why
and-
couldn't somebody else overlook that though? Politics was never to be talked about.
well, that's the
amongst
thing. Why do
friends.
they have to unfriend
I
me?
get it. I get it.
I thought you
You're
were pointing
right.
a finger at
No,
me.
but I'm saying
That's why I said
that's
good
what
riddance.
I'm
See you
saying.
later.
That's what I'm saying is that people judge you based on your social media footprint
Yeah.
and not in what you're actually
Well, and
doing.
that was the point too. Is these were people like when I was there, when I was going live, when I was sending videos, when I was taking pictures.
Yeah, it was pandemonium.
They were people commenting and
Yes.
attacking me.
Yes.
Were people that I knew.
Not just you,
2000
mind you.
right, but
Us. What is Mike doing down there?
Yeah.
He's what is he doing?
yeah,
He's
people
what
I
an
hadn't,
idiot. It's
people
like
I hadn't
what?
talked to since like 2002.
Yes.
Like that were so ignorant that
Because
didn't know
they
I had
only know
didn't know
the
I had a
news.
daughter that is part black.
They
But
didn't care.
I'm part. I'm racist because I'm supporting
You're a
Trump.
bigot,
Yeah.
racist, revolutionist.
Yeah.
And you're none of those things.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I get why you guys can do what you, and that's just like anybody. If somebody's using marijuana and their life doesn't become unmanageable, rock on, get it. For me, I have to make decisions based on myself, and that's all it is. I have found in the last 4 days that first 2 days, I probably checked my phone 100 times.
I bet. 'cause
And
you're
I
just
would
used to
to the
grabbing
point
it.
where I'm scrolling through my apps looking for them, and then I'm like, "Oh, duh!"
Did you
And then
download
God bless
Solitaire or
Greg
something?
Bauman. I do now. I have like a bubble breaker,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, where is that amongst the line? Is
Yeah.
that just another? But whatever.
You
You know what I mean?
I look at it as a decompression.
Like
Greg
Greggy
said.
says, he's got word finds. I just got like, but
Well,
it's just like it's that.
First of all, I don't do word finds. I do crossword puzzles.
I'm a big word find guy.
Yeah,
I love word
sorry.
finds.
Yeah.
Word
I
finds.
hate crosswords.
Anyway, I speaking of, this is a weak transition, but when you talk about social media presence and you talk about clickbait and trolls and all that,
Yep.
here are the two people in the world that I can't stand that come out every year at this time of year.
Yep.
Number one is mock draft guy, and number two is mock draft guy with trades. And here's my point: you have a guy who, because now other than the last two picks, we know the draft order. So you have, and I'll use the Vikings as an example, just because they're in a good spot this year. I would use the Packers if they were number 11 too, but you have Vikings need a quarterback. So you have guys posting on social media that say things like, "Yeah, we're going to get Jalen Daniels with the 11th pick. He's going to drop to us." Says who? And then my other favorite guy.
Sources, Greg.
Yeah,
And then
everybody's got sources, yeah.
my other favorite guy is the guy who adds trades to it.
Yep.
And you see his mock draft, and he's like, "We're going to go up and get Derek May at number 2."
Yep.
That's the exact same equivalent as me going home and telling my 15-year-old daughter, "You know what you're getting for your birthday? On your 16th birthday, you're getting Uncle Matt's car."
Yeah.
And she'd be like, "Oh, wow. Well, don't worry. We haven't told him yet." Because mock drafts are all about, like, did you talk to the other player? No.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. You're not trading back to 11 unless you have all of this capital, and the
Sure.
Vikings don't have it.
And it's just all
stupid.
hypotheticals.
It's stupid.
That's life.
Well, remember when Malik Willis was coming out
Yeah.
and every first round pick, right?
Yeah.
Second for sure.
Why
Yeah.
is he sliding?
Why is he sliding? It's like,
Yeah.
well, because
The hype
these
train.
were all opinions of everybody else.
Correct.
The NFL had their own
Yeah, but-
opinions.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the NFL. We're not talking about Dan Orlovsky
Yeah.
giving insider or
No, I know what you
We're talking
mean.
about some
But
slob
they get
whose
it-
greatest sports accomplishment.
Remember when we did Twist Live?
Yeah. Wait.
Who was going to the Niners for the draft?
I don't remember.
Mac Jones.
Sure.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
It was dead set.
Yeah.
All the analysts.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
said it. It's Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Trey Lance. It was like,
Yeah.
Like,
That's
they
just
don't.
it.
They don't just get it right either.
But that's what I.
Nobody's.
But my
hitting.
point is,
Yeah.
there's a difference between someone who has information, who's
Sure.
an insider, and some fat slob whose greatest sports accomplishment was being able to fit into the XXX jersey
Yes.
in high school.
The worst part about it is that if people weren't reading it, it wouldn't be there. All this fucking clickbait of
See, I still.
what the Vikings are going to trade Justin Jefferson and they're getting this and the number 1 pick, and it's like,
No, they're
what
not.
are you talking about?
Yeah.
And the worst part is, you look all over social media and look at the fucking retweets.
Yeah.
And there's fucking
Well,
thousands
a lot of them
people.
are from accounts that aren't act. But JJ,
Yeah.
JJ was just on a lot. Did you see that?
What?
He just did a live interview.
Sure, where would I have saw that, Mike?
Well,
so, okay, that's
not
another great
But
thing.
not everything is on social media. Do you not go on the internet?
I mean, sure, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah?
constantly.
Well, here's
Come on.
I do.
No.
I do.
What are you looking for? Pornhub? That's just another scroll feed.
It is.
That's just Google's algorithm.
But it's sports.
of course it
You
is.
know, I'm
but it's
research-
all
I'm
clickbait.
researching
What are
Dynasty.
the websites? Give me the websites of every article. I bet it's all clickbait.
Heavy.com,
Skull.
Sports Illustrated,
Okay.
Collider. Welcome to
Oh,
Watchmen season 3.
Transition. Sports Illustrated. Your girl, baby. She's going. Brittany. It's Brittany, bitch, and it ain't
Which-
Spears. It's Mahomes.
Which, by the way, I got to bring that up to Mikey. So,
Oh, yeah.
since our last episode, Mikey's had 2. What do you call them? Like
Late night tips.
Real.
Yeah, late night crap. One of them he's talking about that we need to give more credit or give more, attention to Britney Spears. But the one I wanted to talk
Brittany
about,
Mahomes.
Brittany Mahomes. But the one I want to talk about is when you went into your little diatribe last week about, and this is how you were. The Packer fans are so cool. They went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, now to Jordan Love. And how many Super Bowls do they have? 2? Yeah, great. And it was essentially, Matt, am I wrong?
I don't
Essentially-
watch it. Thank
Okay,
God I'm not on
so this is
social
what he did.
media.
This
Oh, you
is-
never saw
Have
it?
you ever heard? Have
Thank
you ever
God.
heard the parable, Matt? Mike, I used to make fun of the guy with no shoes until I realized I had no legs.
Yeah.
I used to have all the respect in the world for you because I thought Mike is
lying. That's a
above.
lie.
Mike's above the stupid.
No, he loves it.
There are different tiers when it comes to the NFL. Let's just take it to the NFL.
Yeah.
There are different tiers of affiliations to your sports team that you can pick on. Packer fans can pick on anyone who's never won a Super Bowl. Viking
Sure.
fans are at level with the Buffalo Bills.
Sure.
You guys can make fun of anyone who's never been to or been to less than 3 Super Bowls.
Sure.
We get picked on by the Patriots, the Steelers, the 49ers,
Yeah.
all those teams that won more than us.
Yeah.
You can't rip on a franchise that has been more successful than your franchise by saying you guys suck. Why? Because what you're saying is that you guys may suck, but we suck even more.
I can't dunk a basketball, Greg. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
Carl Anthony Towns is a bitch and he sucks. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want.
Yeah,
I can
but-
make a reel. And if you could tell by my voice,
He's doing satire.
I'm-
That's the worst part.
I'm fucking around.
It's the same shit.
If anybody out there actually thought I gave 2 fucks
But the best-
about Brittany Mahomes, they don't know me.
But
It's
what
a-
did you tell me the next day
it's
after
a
you
reel.
posted it? You said, I know. It's no big deal, but I got like 1,000 views on TikTok. That's what I'm talking about here, folks.
Isn't that what we're?
made you feel good.
Aren't we
views.
trying to get views for Twist though?
He'll get. He's. I think he's coming back.
We're
There he
too-
is. There
we're
he
too
is.
small to cancel, baby. That's a good place
Well,
to be.
still, but if we're doing it for 1 view,
But
like,
you know what I'm saying.
I do
That's all I'm
understand.
saying. I don't
Yeah.
blame you. Get on there after a couple of
That's the
fucking
whole
brown
point of the
waters
reels.
and
Is for
fucking-
I would like,
Yeah.
for us to be seen. That's why we do it. We do it for
Yeah.
fun, obviously. That's
Yeah.
number one.
I get
But
it.
if nobody ever watched it, it's like, what's the point?
People watch it.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, clickbait's real.
Right.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah, I have fun with the reels. I'm trying to
appreciate it.
engage our audience
But
more
why Brittany Mahomes?
That's what I'm stuck on. Just because it's an easy target. Because she's a slob.
because it was funny.
She's a slob.
Honestly, when I started the reel, when I started the video, I had no idea. What
Also,
it was.
is just relevant. At that time that you came out with the Mahomes, it was like,
It was all
Tip top.
Travis Kelce. So
Yeah.
I was going
what
to
you're
rant
saying.
about Travis Kelce. And
Yeah.
then at the end, I'm like, fucking Brittany. And then people are like, fuck
fuck
her.
that bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck this. And it's like, I agree. I hate her. But it's like, I don't think poor Brittany Mahomes, who's a half billionaire with her husband Patrick.
Are you anti all this for all of us? What is our feelings on T Swift? The media has clung to it because 100% you're getting clicks if you talk about T Swift. That's fine.
Here's what I feel about it.
I think we're in the same
Don't
boat.
ever forget that everything that goes on around us comes down to one thing:
money.
Yep. Last week, I'm not even going to talk about football.
Sure.
Last week at the Grammys, they were up 34% in viewership since last year, and the highest rating they've had in the past 25 years.
Sure.
The viewership in the Kansas City market was up 86% at the Grammy Awards since last year.
Of course.
Taylor Swift has this ability, like the guy who hosted the Grammys made a joke because I watched the monologue.
Yeah,
she walked in 5 minutes late and said, and the monologue guy, the host, the MC,
you'll see her less here than you will.
Says as she's walking up, goes, "You guys can actually see the economy of the area she's standing in improve. That's how important she is."
Yeah.
And it was a joke, but it was spot on. Because here's the thing: if you deny the fact that, and here's the other thing, they're in a real relationship. I don't want to be one of these people that says
that?
There's a lot of people that, it's all fake.
Yeah.
It's just that. Here's the thing: they have so much more money to lose if it would come out that this would be fake.
Yeah.
They have too much to lose. They would lose 10 times the amount of popularity that they have.
I don't think
it's
that.
real. So the thing is will it last? I don't know. God bless them. I hope it does.
Yeah.
But it's all about money. If the NFL did not think that it made more money to show her, they wouldn't show her.
The best partnership the NFL's made in a long time was the Taylor Swift.
Absolutely.
But for people that think that it's just that, I get it. She's a global icon. As far as celebrity,
she's the most popular person on the planet.
Yes.
As far as celebrity, she's big, but don't take anything away from Travis Kelce or the power that the NFL brings her.
Yes.
I give that. I get that.
It's
NFL,
not just her and
Sure.
T Swift and we have Swifties.
I like
It's
that.
like the NFL is a bigger beast than Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
the person who succeeded the most,
Travis Kelce.
If this person wanted to be popular and she doesn't care. The person who gained the most popularity in this whole thing was Kylie Kelce, Jason Kelce's wife.
Oh, I would have thought that it was his mom.
Travis was already one of the top 3 most popular athletes, football players.
Yes.
SNL host, number one podcast.
Jason Kelce was voted the sexiest man alive.
What? On what?
Jason Kelce was voted the sexiest man alive.
His brother?
Yes.
On what? People?
Look it up. Yes. It's
whatever woke fucking media outlet wanted to give a guy like that. Yeah, that's it.
Point is
Mr. Pfizer. Yeah, it's all fucking.
Jason, not Travis.
I get it.
Yeah,
they're all included.
we know.
They're all swarming.
My point is that it's the residual effect. It's the ripple effect.
Yeah.
That Kylie became famous because her husband is Jason Kelce and Travis. So I don't think she cares. She does not give two shits. She just
neither the NFL
and they met
awesome.
on Tinder.
Yeah.
Neither
he was passed out within an hour of meeting.
That's so
neither
hilarious.
the NFL nor Taylor Swift needs each other. And that's why it continues to go on as is.
Yeah.
Because if Taylor Swift felt the NFL needed her, she wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's just a girlfriend.
She is the woke princess, though. And that's what you're realizing. It doesn't have to be that way, but the people that didn't watch football because of this, that, and the other, they may watch football this year because of this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Because you found somebody to Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
What does Aaron Rodgers call him? Mr. Pfizer. We're going to see tomorrow. You're going to see the Pfizer commercial with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in it. You know, it's wild, and it's mass media.
The NFL is, for people who don't think, it's a soap opera. People tune in there. It's a drama series.
But
that has a game.
Yeah.
It is.
And at the same time, once again, like I was talking about with clickbait and trolls and all that, anyone who said the NFL is rigged, and here's my proof. My proof is that look at the logo of the Super Bowl, logo, which has the colors of the Ravens and the colors of the 49ers. Those people shouldn't be allowed to make conspiracy theories anymore because eventually you're going to get it right. So that's why when people
Sure,
say things
I
like,
get
"Oh,
that.
it's fixed," and this is my evidence. No, you're wrong. You're not allowed to make these comments anymore.
Yeah.
Because eventually you will get it right. I
Yeah.
can tell you every year until the end of time, the Packers are going to win the Super Bowl and
Sure.
Jordan Love's going to be the MVP. You just watch me and
Sure.
and they're doing it to shove it
And
to
the
Aaron
one
Rodgers.
time-
And then eventually it's going to happen.
Sure.
And everyone's like, "Oh my God, he knew what he was talking about." No, I was wrong 30 other times.
Right.
You know.
Not just Mel
I
Kiper.
just
It's Mel
pinned this
Kiper
post.
Jr.
Yeah.
It's Mel Kiper Jr. in a nutshell. He is wrong
Yeah.
a ton
Yes.
of the time, especially first round.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about the athletes. He knows what they've been in
Breakdown,
college.
good
Yeah.
But until
analysis.
they get on the roster that they're being picked from and into the depth chart, you never know what's going to happen.
To his credit, though,
Sure.
he does acknowledge that, and they have shows where he talk like segments of shows where
Sure.
he talks about this is why I thought this about this guy,
Sure.
and this didn't work.
It's just like you were saying, though. It's about numbers. It's a law of averages. He can talk about every guy in every draft every year, and guess what? He's probably going to bat like 300.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's
That's
still
okay.
really good.
Because there's human element involved.
It's teams.
Yeah,
It's
and
out of his hands.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Look at what he said about Lamar Jackson in
Yeah.
the draft and how he just butchered Lamar. Says, stay away, back away. MVP.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
2-time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like that. That's just how it is.
By the way, speaking of Lamar Jackson's MVP, so there's a sports podcast group.
Sure.
You guys were a part of
Sure.
it at one point.
Yeah.
I still am. And there's a guy on there who's a huge Viking fan. This is where I mean about shut up.
Yep.
People is he's out there before the season ever started. We're talking beginning of August.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins MVP unanimous. He's gonna win it. Blah blah. You guys listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm smarter than all of you. So I just went on there and I said, "Here's the deal, buddy. Put up or shut up. I'll give you $1,000
Sure.
for every MVP vote that Kirk Cousins has."
Sure.
I told him.
I would have done that.
And I said, but if he loses the MVP, you owe me $1,000.
Yeah.
He could now this year, if that bet would have been made about Lamar Jackson,
Yep.
that person would have won $49,000.
Right.
Because he got 49 votes.
One, yeah.
Crickets.
Yep.
It's like either say something and you can put your money behind it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean physically money every time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put your word behind it.
Yeah.
Or shut the hell up.
Well, it's a Simpsons effect.
That's what a barbershop's good for. We throw down
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of
Your
cheddar.
barbershop, especially.
We do-
Jesus.
yeah.
I walked past his barbershop the other day. I mean, Jesus. It's unreal.
It's
My
great.
wife literally looked at me. I said, "Oh, yeah, that's where Mike gets his haircut." She goes, "We should move a little quicker." Burnsville Mall. Wow. What a pearl.
Oh,
What a pearl.
it's
I
great.
didn't even, other than the Mall of America, I didn't realize malls were still around.
They aren't.
Okay.
They aren't. You can go into any mall now. It's
And half the stores are
they
empty.
won't
No,
be there.
Eden
They won't
Prairie
be-
Mall is thriving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because
For-
I drive.
What do you need?
But see, here's the
The
thing.
Eden Prairie
It's
Mall.
full. I wouldn't say it's thriving. Shields is thriving.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
it's-
But you walk into any store
I go-
and there's shit.
But it's
when I
not
go to a mall-
in
Yeah.
comparison.
when I
not
go to a
all
mall,
Burnsville.
it's going to like Shields on the outside where I don't have to actually walk into the mall.
Yeah.
I can go
Bro,
right from
I
the
used to
outside.
work at Burnsville Mall, man. The
So
food
did I.
court would be jumping. The whole mall would be jumping.
Matt used to-
Lots full. I'm
Matt
banging
was
heroin
Chuck E.
in
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. It's all good, dude.
Which-
Those are the glory days.
Which is still
It's still active.
when,
That
when my
mouse looks
dad
like he's
when
high,
my
I'll tell you
dad
that.
died at the age of 69 after being a police chief
Yeah.
for 30 years, a cop for 40 years,
Yeah.
undercover drug agent, all this crap. I still think that when my dad died, the greatest story he ever heard
Yeah.
was you working at Chuck E. Cheese,
Yeah.
shooting up heroin in the back,
Yeah.
and then putting the hat on.
How big his eyes got.
Yeah. So I wanted literally I had nothing more. Your dad would have been the first person I called yesterday. So I'm gonna preface that this story does not end with me getting pulled over. Okay. We'll
right.
start there. So I'm driving down 35.
Going 10 over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And I see cherries. I'm in the left lane. I'm not even out of Faribault yet. Okay. But it's back a ways. So I'm like, he either caught me a while back and
Because you weren't driving well.
no,
a
I was
while
driving
back.
fine. I was driving fine. He was way back.
Yeah, I
I
get it.
could just see him coming. You
Yeah,
know.
so you should think, oh, he's not coming for me.
I did, but
Okay.
I always think they're coming for me.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I get over in the right lane to let him over. He's either going to drive by me or get over
Yeah.
and pull me over, right?
Uh-huh.
And so as he's approaching, I realize it's very similar to that. It's a white Jeep. Okay.
Cop.
Unmarked. Yep.
Oh, boy.
I've never once seen this before in my life, and that's why I thought of your
Kick
dad,
your
because
cherries
I
off.
said that can't be fucking legal.
Kicked his cherries off.
So as he drives by me, in his back rear window is the sticker of a family.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's legal. I've seen that. That's just a repoed car. Same thing. They keep
It's
the
got
stickers.
the built-in police light.
Yeah. They put in but they'll take the car that already has it. Yeah, undercover.
It literally had the cutout dad, the
Yeah.
cutout mom, the cutout kid.
Hell yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh,
That's gotta be illegal.
I've seen the baby thing in the back
Baby on
window.
board?
No, like the net to
Yeah.
cover the cage in the back window. Yeah, so it's tinted, like the suction cup shit.
You know,
Can you imagine though? You're driving and you see you're behind this guy or something. And
I'm
you see
passing
I'm
this
fucking
fucker.
passing this guy, and it's like whoop whoop. It's like, wait a second. I thought they had to like at least tone on tone,
Next
have police
level.
something. There was some certain. I mean, you saw the one cop hiding against the brick. Like
Yeah.
it's cheating. They have enough advantages.
what my dad would have done if you would have called him up would have been like, all right, Mikey.
You get
What city were you in?
Yeah.
And what time of day was this at? And he'd be like, I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then he would have made a couple of phone calls.
Next time you see that vehicle, it'd have a nice state sticker
Yeah.
on the side. Yeah.
Let me make a couple of phone calls. Find out what's going on here.
oh
yeah.
God. Yeah, brilliant.
So
What do you got?
I was just gonna say, I don't know. What do you? Oh, now that we're finally in the football, so Matt,
Yep.
it's gonna be very informal.
Oh, I'm pumped.
No,
I'm
well,
pumped.
for the
Go ahead, tell the people.
for our picks.
Yep, fill 'em in.
Okay, so right now, we did 3 games a week, except picking 3 games a week against the spread. Last show we did the first round of the playoffs.
Cream always rises to the top.
Mike right now is 2 games behind Matt. I'm 4 games behind Matt. Daly is 1 game behind
Yep.
Matt. So the only legitimate way of doing this
Yep.
would be right now it is San Francisco -2. Matt, make a pick.
I take San Francisco.
Matt's taking San Francisco. So
you
if
get Mahomes daily, and if you win, we
That's a
can
tie.
tie, and you can tell everybody that you were as good as Matt.
yeah,
That's
because
it.
I thought
And
about
that's an
this.
accomplishment.
I thought about this early in the week because I know last week we were
That's a
talking.
good thing.
Last week I know we were talking about this. Like, do we do like a first half, second half? What do we do to make it more interesting? I'm like, that's kind of like being 8 years old in your driveway shooting hoops and being like, it's down 3-2, and then you shoot it,
Yeah.
you miss, and you're like, he was fouled.
John Daly goes to the grocery store and just puts stuff in the cart. I go to the grocery store and I look at price tags and I grab store brand shit.
Mhm.
So Daly, I'm picking my team here, and if we tie, we tie.
He just got some sweet custom
I'm sure he did. It's all
License plate?
custom. Oh,
blacked out
yeah, the black
Yeah.
plates. Yeah,
defense.
defense.
Wow.
Now wait until some.
I'm impressed that was still available.
Now wait
So
until
is he, yeah.
Now wait until some Kia boy down north side sees defense and they come knock on his window. Is he going to be
Yeah.
able to defend himself?
Hopefully it'll get some. I was scrolling on Facebook and
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw a
It's easy to do.
local entrepreneur who I cannot stand
Oh yeah, your guy.
is on a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, your guy.
Chris Lindahl.
Really?
Yep, Mike's favorite. Loves him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Open ended so I can kick him right in the balls.
Yeah. Once again, his bank account looks like this. Mine is about like that. It's different. God,
A
the richer
Super
get richer,
Bowl
baby.
commercial.
What a tax write-off. That's really what you got to think about it. All these people don't understand. It's like,
Well,
Beautiful.
I don't know if I understand the intricacies of just writing that. I don't think you can just
oh,
write
it's
it
tax
off and get
season.
it all off.
Marketing is a tax write-off.
Yeah, but you have to be able to over.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
your
just,
tax guy probably says to you, "Hey, man, go ahead and drop $100K. Otherwise, we're giving it back to the government."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay." Bink.
yeah, but that's not.
I know it's
100K.
not a commercial,
That's $3 million.
which makes me think how much. If he's got $3 million to throw around, good for him.
So you got San Fran, Greggy. Who you got?
No, it doesn't matter. You
I
guys
know,
are-
but we're just.
Oh,
talking.
okay. Spitball.
I know
I-
it doesn't matter. We suck.
our boy Mike, owner of Absolute Sports Cards,
Big
asked me the same
Mike.
thing. I do not see a way that Kansas City doesn't win by at least 7.
No,
God, that's
they
impressive.
will. Can we next
It's
year for
impressive.
pick'ems? Can we just do pick'ems and
No,
not spreads?
no, the spread. You're learning.
no.
You're only 2 games behind Daly, dude. 3 games
No.
behind the leaderboard.
No, 2. He was 1 game behind Daly.
Oh, you see you right there, dude.
That's bullshit.
The spread
I
got
would
you in
have
Vegas.
won. I would like to see if we just did pick'ems. I would have won.
See,
Mike,
I
when-
think that what would make Mike more interested
Yeah.
is we should do this not on the show, but just overall, is pick every game against the spread.
Or
Because then you can get an accurate idea. Because a lot of this has to do with me picking games.
yes,
That a lot of times you walk into a casino
are
in
the
Vegas,
tightest bet.
you're not going to touch that game.
Correct.
I
'cause
pick the
that's
games
problem.
I pick the games that are most difficult.
Yes.
Well,
Next
I
year-
picked the Buffalo with the -10 spread and hit that.
Next
and
year,
then
what
the
we could
Eagles
do,
screwed me.
each week you pick 5 players, and how many of them score touchdowns is the points that carry over. So you could pick 5 players, whoever 5 guys you think will score in that week, and then you can get
The
opportunity
touchdown
at 5
game, we do that
points.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
like that.
That's different.
Yeah.
Doesn't
We'll
play
do the
spread.
pick'em still, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to add something.
You know,
that
Yeah.
sounds fun.
I'm all for that.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
That's all I got, folks.
That's all you got. Show the people your 101s.
Look at these things.
Look at the melons on your feet.
So
dude.
I would
Look
have
at those.
never got these
Get a little side
if
view,
I wasn't scrolling on Facebook because
Yep.
Facebook knows what Daddy
Hey.
likes.
You want to know another problem, Greggy?
You would have never gotten those either if you actually had a Y chromosome.
Too, but
I
those
don't
are,
know.
I
What
like
does that
those.
mean?
I like those. I like those. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah, you.
I collect a lot of cards.
This camera doesn't
Okay.
even do him justice.
Yeah.
Collect a lot of cards. You can imagine what my algorithm is.
Oh yeah.
You collapsed on a pair of shoes. All I see is breaks,
Actually, okay.
new boxes,
Yeah.
new things that I need. It's the algorithm. It's
Well, yeah.
trying to help
It's doing
me.
their job.
Yeah.
It does work because when I type,
Timu.
when I that's a funny thing. I'll get text messages from
Yeah.
Timu to a phone number to an email address that's not even logged into them.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. But for my job, this is what's weird. Is for my job, I'll call on insurance agents.
Yeah.
And I do it on my computer at work. I find like my daily route for the day.
Yep.
And then all I do is I type in the address
Yep.
into my phone.
Yep.
On my Facebook page 10 minutes later is a whole bunch of insurance agents commercials.
Yep.
You know, their thing. I
Yeah.
never used Facebook for that.
Yeah.
I didn't even write down American Family Insurance or whatever it is into my phone. I
It's
just put the
always
address
listening,
in.
bro.
So
Yeah.
you know what? Who cares?
Sure.
The problem with it is the people who aren't aware that that's what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're aware of it, what the hell's the difference? It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Back
Yeah.
when Facebook first got popular and when this thing started happening, people would
Sure.
be like, they're watching me.
They are.
No shit.
Yeah, they
You
are,
know,
for
it's
sure.
like,
Yeah.
I don't
Not
know
only
how-
that, just not only how long you sit on a reel, but literally what emotion your face is making.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Isn't that wild? And I get it. Like I said, the great part is Greggy being, we'll say 5 years older than me. Okay.
We'll go with that.
Appreciate it. The difference is when you were in school, you might have had keyboarding, and
Yeah.
that might have been on like a little bubble Apple,
Yep.
you know, just trying to get down typing.
Yep.
Well, when we started, it was like PowerPoint.
No.
Well, maybe not you, but for me it was.
No,
in
I had
in
a
junior
old
high and high school.
Mac, 4th grade.
So did we. But I'm saying once I got into junior high, it was PowerPoint presentation. For
yeah.
Greggy, it wasn't.
In
He was getting
advance.
typing.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
We still learn cursive, but we never use. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's social media might not have gotten its hook as deep. But then again, you look at old people that sit at home all day and, you know,
Grandma Terry, my mom.
they're buried.
Yep.
They're buried because they got nothing else to do.
Yep.
That's all it is. What do you see, Mikey?
Nothing.
Oh,
You're just fucking. You can't see that anyways. You got your
I know,
glasses
it's like-
on.
I got my contacts in, but that small next to the music, I can't see ours.
What? I'm not worried.
So,
I was.
so what do you guys got going on the rest of the day?
Well, today I'm going to be cleaning.
Okay.
Cleaning, getting ready, gearing up. We're going out to breakfast. Me
Yep.
and Greggy B. Greggy B celebrated 6-piece chicken nugget.
Yep.
6
Congrats,
years off the
Greggy.
sauce. No big deal. No big deal.
Six.
Powerade's about to go under.
I know.
You know, their stock's plummeted.
I'm going to help a local nonprofit that I support. In
What's her
Fairlawn.
name?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
This is my friends who opened that shop that I helped.
Oh, that's okay. Underneath
so
the Rochi.
They are doing an event with the Minimal Mom. No, they actually moved down the road. The Minimal Mom,
Ooh.
235,000 followers. 235K.
So Mike's doing.
He's going for clicks.
Oh,
No, I'm going to just
Get
support
a
him.
pick with the minimalist mom.
I
Get a pic
joked.
with
I
her.
said the first thing I'm going to walk in and do is say, "Oh my God, it's the minimal mom." I've never heard
Yeah.
of her in my life, but apparently
She's a big deal.
235,000 women follow
Love her.
her, and she's
God.
probably got some creative reels that Greg would love.
Diversity we trust, baby.
So I'm going out to breakfast with Maddie Benz.
Yep.
And then after that, going down to downtown Minneapolis.
Strapped up.
I know. Going to the old Hyatt Regency. There's a youth coaches clinic
that's
going on
right.
all day yesterday, all day today, and all day tomorrow. So I'm going to go there because I'm part of the board,
X's
the
and
board of
O's.
directors in my local football program. Then after that, Jordan's got a 7-on-7 tournament.
7.
And then
Busy day.
yeah, and then so tomorrow morning, gonna take it easy. Got to get the caveman ready for his 2 big games. And so in Connor's league, you guys would get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
In Connor's league, they're extremely specific with how much playing time each kid has,
Sure.
to the point where they have a list. If you have this many kids, each kid has to play this amount.
Sure.
And what they do is they play 4 10-minute quarters, but it's broken down into 8 5-minute periods.
Yeah.
So that way kids can come in and out, and you can't sub in, at a timeout because kids need even playing time.
Yeah.
I usually have 10 kids. Very simple. You're in, you're out. You're in, you're out.
Yeah.
Back and forth throughout the entire game.
This year you got less than.
No, usually have 10.
Yeah.
This week I have 7.
Yeah. 7-on-7.
I actually, I did at work yesterday. I made a spreadsheet.
So you're going in.
I'm going in already knowing what period every kid is playing. And I told the kids at their last practice, I said, guys, here's where it lays down. We have 7 kids showing up. 5 of the kids are going to be playing 6 periods.
Yep.
And then 2 of the kids are going to be playing 5. You guys are going to tell me by the end of this practice who are the 2 kids that are only playing 5 by your actions. One kid
Ooh.
refused to play defense, kept falling behind. The other kid
You're benched.
was just very immature, screaming like a little
Is
girl.
that Kobe? Is that Kobayashi?
Those two are the ones that are playing 5. And I'm sorry.
Good.
It's on them.
You know,
That's
warned them.
life, baby.
You
You
warned them.
want to play more? Be better, dude.
Well,
Consequences.
it's not about, and I tell the kids, all their parents, it has
Not about
nothing
skill.
to do with how many threes they can make. It's not about how many,
Coachability.
it's are you coachable?
Coachability,
Yes.
baby.
Because if I tell you to do something and you
Do
think
that.
you know better, you're not 47 years old and been doing this for 25
How many
years.
guys on the Miracle team talk back to Herb Brooks?
Not
How many of
one.
them?
Not a one.
He
No.
blew the whistle. He said fucking again.
Yeah.
How many of them said no? None.
And by the way, do you know in that
Those were different times.
I know how
Exactly.
Mike, I know how
No
Mike,
social media.
Mike loves it when I point out inconsistencies in movies versus real
Oh,
life.
I hate it when you do that. You
Yeah.
just pull shit
So
apart.
in Miracle,
Yeah.
when Mike Ruzioni gets
Yeah.
out there and he says, Mike Ruzioni, who do
Yeah.
you play for? United States.
Yeah.
That never happened.
It's all
What
right.
actually happened was McCallahan, the Boston guy
Yeah.
who got hurt,
Yeah.
he took his stick and smashed it against the plexiglass and it broke.
Yeah.
So they kicked them out.
I love it.
Yeah. But
Way to fucking ruin my dreams,
Food
dude.
for thought.
I wasn't alive in '80 when that went down. All right.
I was 4. I do appreciate the fact that you told me that you told the listening audience I'm 5 years older than
You like that? Yeah.
15 years older than you.
Nobody would know, Greggy. They all think I'm about 48.
Yeah, especially with this camera.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Mikey's gonna be just
Although
fucking
when you
pissed.
look, when you
I'm gonna
watch,
be scrolling today to
yeah,
fucking
when you
purchase
look
a
at it
camera.
from here, 10 feet away, on a
It's fine, but
14-inch
I've already-
screen, it
I've-
looks great.
I've already seen it.
Yeah, it's fog.
when you look at the intro video that we did, you know how much? Did you see how much more gray I have in the past 3 years?
All I'm saying is the screen that you guys are watching right now probably looks similar to how Greggy felt at noon on a work week back in the day. This is about the clearest vision that he had. It was a little foggy, but he could still
Oh
drive.
no! By noon I was fine. It was the 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. Where I'm like, I need some go-go juice.
Oh my god! Are you done? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm done.
You gotta get to your nonprofit. We just appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah.
How about that? Thanks for sticking with us. Few and far between.
Happy Super Bowl Eve.
Yeah. Dima Cash. Still
Oh, I
out and
can't
about.
see it.
Oh,
so
that's
we're
all
just
right.
ending.
Peace out. Big Town down. Bye, guys.